Well done to Josh in the last, taking the JLT. Moves him on to 4 winners so far in the championship. Anyway, next up is the Pertemps and the network final. Nice big field there. You can see the card. We'll go through the runners now. It's a grade 3 handicap hurdle. So Noble City for Paul Parsons, Knockered Dolce for Darren Thompson, along with Vista Light. David Robertson sends Sahara Mog. David Hooley's Juniper. Martin Leedham's Basil 40. Daniel French's Walk on Glory. Gold Cup for Matt Cooper. Pontypool Racing's Demiris Giza. Stu Gray's Gen X. Third last for Pontypool Racing. And Alex Cherry's 2. Jimmy Hatts and Punctual Lontana 13. The starter's got them away for the Pertemps. Let them go through the first furlong or so. They'll get to the first of the 12, which they all get over up, and it's Basil 40 that leads, but taking a hold from Gen X that's just in second, running in the middle of the course. And then the rest of the field pretty much. The one nearest to us is the grey Jimmy Hatts for Alex as they go over the second. Slow jumps by those two leaders, and it looks like Punctual Lontana's going to push out of the pack and take them along. So Punctual Lontana from Basil 40 over by the Row, then Gen X. 1, 2, 3. On the outside of Gen X is Noble City. Then a big line of horses. One grey over by the Row is Demaris Giza. The grey that we can see closest to it is Jimmy Hatts. The rest of the field are between those. Just at the last, it's third last. And in last, just on his outside, is Walk on Glory, who must be favourite here. Running off a considerably good weight as they all go over the fourth. And it's Punctual Lontana. It's by a good couple of lengths to Basil 40 and Gen X and Noble City together. And then Juniper for David Hooley. Followed through by Gold Cup of Matt Cooper's. Just on his outside is Knockered Dolce. On his inside is Vista Light and good old Sahara Mog. Then over towards the Round third last. Daenerys Giza, both the Pontypool runners. And then there's Walk on Glory, who's looking for a little bit of racing room. Left and right and back again. Always a sign of a horse that wants to go a little bit faster, but Punctual Lontana leads us. In the home straight here for the first time. So get through the first mile or so. It's Punctual Lontana that leads comfortably from Basil 40 and Noble City and Gen X and Juniper. And lengths back to Knockered Dolce, Gold Cup, Sahara Mog, grey out wide, Jimmy Hatts, third last over against the fence, along with stablemate Daenerys Giza. It's Daenerys Giza actually, the grey up against the fence. And then Walk on Glory, still looking for a bit of racing room there. Really wants to go a little bit wider to get past these. We're approaching the turn, so we won't want to come too wide. Punctual Lontana, still our leader, setting the pace to the race. With about a 7-length advantage now. To Basil 40, Noble City, Juniper, Gen X. Gold Cup's got closer. Mistake there in the middle of the pack by Sahara Mog as she shuffles back towards the rear. And that's given Walk on Glory a bit of space. But it's Punctual Lontana. Leads him up the hill out towards the back straight from Basil 40 in second. Gen X is third over by the Round. Gold Cup is fourth. And the grey that's moved up well on the inside is Daenerys Giza for Grey Clutterbuck. And the first of the Darren Thompson horses, Knockered Dolce. Juniper's just dropped back a little bit. Sahara Mog's just moved up well. Third last has come off from over the Row. The other one dancing at the back now is Vista Light. Walk on Glory's moved out into the widest he can go for a bit of racing room as they go over the 7th. Took it well. So Punctual Lontana by 4 to Basil 40 and Gen X. Pretty much our 1, 2, 3 throughout. Gold Cup in 4th. Daenerys Giza still moving well up on the inside with the Row. He's got Knockered Dolce for company as they go over the 8th. Better jump there by Basil 40. Gets within a couple of lengths of our leader, Punctual Lontana. Gen X just a further length behind. Sahara Mog making up a little bit of ground as they get to the 9th. So they'll only have three flights to take now and over a mile to run. And it's Punctual Lontana being taken on now by Sahara Mog as they go uphill, top of the tree. Just takes a little hold. Gen X pokes his nose out, comes alongside Punctual Lontana. Basil 40 might just get a bit locked in there. Also moving well now is third last. On the outside is Vista Light as they race downhill now to the 10th. And it's Gen X that jumps over it first. Mistake at the back by Noble City, but Gen X and Punctual Lontana, these are our 1-2 now from Basel 40, Zahara Mog. Third last, Walk on Glory and Vista Light. The grey Jimmy Hats hasn't asked for anything yet. The one that has just dropped back is Daenerys Giza, and he's allowed Knockered Dulthea take that row position. But up front, Punctual Lontana, these two are neck and neck inside the 6 now, and Gen X starts to head for home, but Punctual Lontana says no, we're not going yet. But Punctual Lontana hasn't pushed along again. So with just 5 furlongs to go and a couple of taking the home straight, it's Punctual Lontana from Gen X. These are a couple of lengths away from Knockered Dorothy, Sahara, Mog and Basel 40 and Gold Cup. Walk on Glory trying to get out wide and start a run as they go over the 11th. And a good jump there by Punctual Lontana. Takes a length away from Gen X, who's still a couple of lengths away from the rest. But Punctual Lontana led throughout. We're inside the final half mile, but it's Punctual Lontana from Gen X. Here comes Knockered Dorothy on the wide outside is Walk on Glory. Then we've got Juniper and Sahara Mog, but Punctual Lontana off this lightweight inside the 3 now. They take the slow bend and it's Punctual Lontana from Walk on Glory, Knockered Dulce, Juniper third last, Gen X starting to go backwards, Daenerys Giza trying to pick up, but Punctual Lontana, here comes Walk on Glory. Punctual Lontana still holding them all off as he comes down to the last. It's Punctual Lontana from Walk on Glory in third last. Over it well, Punctual Lontana inside the final furlong from Walk on Glory, third last, Sahara Mog, Juniper, Gen X. They're all in with a shout, but Punctual Lontana's just giving way now to Walk on Glory as they go uphill. It's Walk on Glory from third last moving up into second, but I think Walk on Glory, but third last trying to fight back. Walk on Glory takes it from third last in second. I think third was Juniper for David Hooley. Another win there for Daniel French. Well done. Certainly the one to have had out of Group 2 in the competition. Takes another win up. I think that's his third of the festival from third last for Grey Clutterbuck in second. David Hooley's Juniper was third. I think fourth was also Alex Jerry's Punctual Lontana, a long-time leader, and Zahara Mog for David Robinson got up for fifth. I'm going to hand you over to Martin now, who's got the Ryanair